Oh, hi, hello. Today it's time for an unboxing. So, the unboxing just fall from the sky. Here we have a big box from Russia. It arrived in a decent amount of time. Everything that I ordered from April, March didn't want to show up very quickly. Now things are freeing up a little bit more in international. So let's come down here. Got a big box. This is the Fomenkov. I gifted my D2 Fomenkov to a friend at a music festival, and I missed it, so I got another one. Some other wonderful harps in here. There we got a pile. All right, so let's move this to the side. Let's come down here where we really matter. The hops. What all we got here? What do we do with trash? We throw it to the side and then clean it up later. Okay, what do we got going on here? I've got this little guy here. I'm going to be disinfecting these off. I just want to show some so we can get a good... Oh, that's beautiful. That's for a friend of mine. It's for the good Dr. Galerpin. Oh, I love that texture. Gaps are very reasonably tight. Like his case style. Now this one here was made for me. I wanted Ganesha to be on it. Had a meditational experience that made me quite fond of that elephant thing. God, whatever. And this one looks very good. It's a good looking harp. That's a reasonable replacement for my other D2. I really do like his harps. What else do we got here? So we're weaved together. I like his case designs too. They're like a stretchy material. And that's what holds in this wooden block. It has some type of undercut that it slides in. And it seats in very well. Provided that you get it in forward instead of backwards. This one's another D2 I had ordered. Has a cool mushroom on it. Let's go ahead and let's get ourselves a thumbnail right now. We're just gonna be like, wah, this will be the thumbnail you'll see. Always my thumbnails are kind of blurry because I'm moving about too much, but yeah, that's gonna look nice. Some good looking harps. I don't remember, is this an E2 I ordered? Don't even remember. We'll get into playing them and disinfecting them here shortly. I think that was an E2. Oh, those gaps look nice. Keep the cases with the cases. And then this, is, of course, is the anti-Vargan. It's got some weights on it. His harps are beautiful, as they normally are. Let's go ahead. What I'm doing to disinfect them now, and I encourage everybody who gets harps in the mail, wash them with soap and warm water. But what I'm going to be doing is I have an alcohol-based spray, and these have been in the mail for long enough that the COVID should be dead. We don't want to rub with any abrasive cloths on titanium. And I'm just going to pause it for a minute while I sterilize all these. Or maybe I'll just speed it up. I don't know. We'll just give it a spray. And I encourage people, I'm doing this for the sake of video. I encourage people, wash your harps with soap and water. Don't, if you have a titanium harp that's heat colored like this, don't get it hot. The heat coloring will go away. If you abrade it, the heat coloring will go away. So careful about rubbing these harps very hard. Shouldn't even have to oil titanium. It's rust resistant, acid resistant. Not heat resistant. Just light. Oh, that's just a pretty little harp. And the mist I use for disinfecting instruments before I mail them out is the, what is that? Roche Thomas MIT mist. Oh, it's just a beautiful harp. I have an anti-Vargan. I don't play it often. It's not an everyday player, but it is cool in its own respect. Here's my Ganesha harp. Absolutely beautiful. Let's play the anti-Vargan first. We'll get a little bit weird. Come back on up here. I knocked my microphone over. You can't hear me now, can you? Not as well. Not as good. Okay. Here's the anti-Vargan. We're going to play it with the weights on. You can play it with both weights on, both weights off, and you can also play it with one weight on here, one weight off, or one weight on here, one weight off. And I believe he's been providing on the case, there's a little washer, and the washer allows you, and look, there's some extra weights he sent, and a magnet, little washer for taking them off. We'll try it with both weights on first. Not a loud harp. They're normally pretty quiet because they're so low, but I'm going to get this taken off here. One of his customers, I believe, suggested including a washer on there. And now there's a whole bunch of variances in the weight because he includes a lot of little washers. We'll just take one washer all the way off. Very, very strange harps, these anti-Vargan are. We're going to try it with both washers off. Now, there's a ton of different variables, taking weights off, swapping them around. I'm not going to get that much into it today. We're a little bit constrained on time. I got off a little bit earlier on a Friday today, which is pretty rare in July because I do heating and air full time. So I'm like, I'm going to knock out this Zvatowski and the Fomenkov unboxing. That'd be fun. This is with both weights off. And there's other variables we can do here, but we're not going to demonstrate them today. Yeah, that's a good type of weird. Sometimes I get really weird playing at nights, and I'll play harp like that. Okay, we're going to get into Mr. Galerpin's little harp. I can't remember if this was the A3 or a C3. This is a high-pitched harp, a little teeny feller. Oh, it feels like a Morchang. Oh, has a draw start like a Morchang too. Very, very interesting little harp. Let's play this. The E3. Gaps are tight. Not as tight as some of the other harps that I've had from him, but very reasonably tight. Oh, that is nice. That bell ring on that. And my camera's a little wonky, which that's good because my head sits a little crooked anyway, so it's good to be wonky. I don't want to play this too much because somebody somewhere is going to get this harp and be very, very happy. Beautiful work by Fomenkov. That's the bell ring that I want when I unbox this harp. And not every Fomenkov I've ever unboxed had that good of a bell ring. Some of them have been a tad bit fuzzy, but most are very reasonable. Here's the one with the mushroom on it. Very, very loud. I'm picking up a touch of saturation. It's not as clean as that E3 was. Do we have a draw? Just a touch. My reed's sitting a touch in front. Very saturated. Very loud. very saturated, kind of very scratchy in sound, a very aggressive sound, not like the E2, which had a very, very clean bell ring that tells me the playing on it is absolutely flat. Let's try this one with a Ganesha or Ganesha on it. Oh, that's just beautiful. Not as clean as a bell ring as the E2. Trying to see, it's if your gaps are really tight, you can't see microscopic discrepancies. I can see it right here. This arm is just a tad sitting up. That's giving us that tad bit of fuzz. But yeah, I do like it. I like the Ganesh on it. He did a good job drawing the Ganesh on the front of a beautiful harp. Has a draw start to it too, like like some of the Morchang. I would say clarity wise, my favorite is definitely the E2. But anyways, thank you so much for Master Sergey Fomenkov for sending these out. These are, especially this E2 is just absolutely stellar. Anyways, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harper. Keep your harps clean, keep them dry, keep them oiled. For some reason, my camera's tipping again. It must just be that sideways